Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna look at what kind of energies you can expect in the last 3 months of the year, October, November and December. We're gonna look at the meanings of the cards from every angle: love, relationship, money, career, finance. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. But let's jump into it with your oracle card. The card that has a message for you today is number 3, Between Worlds. So what this card is telling us that you're kind of in between two cycles of your life. With one foot, you're still in the past. With another one, you're in the future. But you're kind of neither here nor there, but in both places as well. Alright, so let's get into it. What does this really mean? The in-between word describes that, for example, you kind of, let's look at the relationships. Maybe you finish the relationship, you're going through a divorce, it's clear that the relationship is ending, but the divorce process hasn't finalized yet. So you're kind of still connected to that past, but you're kind of trying to get into the future, but you're not able to because there's still something that's hanging there from the past. Some of you might be you decided that, okay, I want to start a new job. You're applying, you've been going through this process and you're still working at your old place. You're going through the process of finding a new job, but you're not there yet. Or you're kind of thinking about starting your own business and you're kind of going through that research process and you haven't able to get to it yet. Or maybe you're kind of in this dual world where you're doing something both. So again, I think what this card is telling you to kind of keep focusing on doing what you're doing. Embrace this in-between, because this in-between helps you to create the future that you are craving for, that you want, that's going to get you from that black and white, dark past to get into that beautiful, colorful future that you desire. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Justice card. So the Justice card is all about balancing things, balancing various aspects of your life, thoughts, feelings, finances, or workload, or anything like, two projects. There's some duality in this as well, right? This kind of balance two sides of the scale. But also with the Justice card, this can be connected to a contract. Maybe there's a contract, an agreement, or it can be a legal process that you're going through, right? For example, maybe to kind of use the divorce analogy, some of you are kind of going through the legal process of it, or others, there might be a work-related legal process and it hasn't finalized it. But this is a card of cause and causation. So whatever you've done, you're gonna get the price for it. Whatever you're gonna get, whatever you deserve, and you can expect that it's gonna be a decision that's based on truth, just, and based on whatever happened. So it's gonna be a fair and just decision. Let me put it this way. The first card in your reading kind of continues that justice energy with the Judgment card. Because again, this can also signify a legal process where a judgment is made, where again, whatever we've done in the past has an impact on the outcome, right? So something here from the past is definitely impacting you, whatever you made a decision. And that kind of comes out even from that in between worlds, where the past is kind of connecting here. But also just the Judgment is the card of rebirth, when you're able to free yourself from something. And again, there's a lot of karmic energy in this Judgment and the Justice card. So whatever, you're gonna kind of get the price for something that you've done, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It really depends on what you've done in the past. But also the judgment can be that some of you might be going through some evaluation. Maybe there's an evaluation period this time in terms of whether you've done a good job or not. There's also this feel that don't judge yourself or people around you as well. But also some of you might be realizing, okay, this is what my purpose is. This is my true calling. This is the kind of relationship I want to have in my life. The next card is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords can be connected to being overthinking something, not seeing something, right? Again, you have here these two blindfolded ladies that either don't see something or don't want to see something. Because, when you have the Eight of Swords, we might be kind of overthinking something. And very important to let go of those negative thoughts. Now, again, this is also a card that represents prison, the prison of our thoughts. But I just can't help noticing that with all that justice energy, you kind of have this prison. So I don't know who might be going into prison, but somebody might, because again, somebody is getting whatever they deserve. Now you also have here the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords can kind of tell you to be curious, vigilant, right? To be alert as well, because there might be some people here that might be gossiping, that might be creating stories as well, or spying, right? Like that. Those are kind of all the negative aspects of the Page of Swords, but it can bring some news, messages, updates that are delayed. So there might be some delay here in terms of some kind of an update or some kind of a decision that you are waiting for, and that's kind of going your thought process a little bit crazy. You're overanalyzing it, because once you're kind of getting it, getting the update, the message, it's actually a positive one. But also, like, you need to kind of pay attention to and be vigilant, curious as well when the Page of Swords comes up, because there might be some gossip, and that might be kind of make you overthink or not see things clearly as well, whatever you need to kind of decide or do. The next card in your reading is the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles can be connected to finances, freedom, the fruits of your labor, can be connected to any kind of apartment or a house or any kind of to that nature. So there might be here some dispute or some kind of a decision about some money, finances. There might be some dispute about a property as well of some sort. But this is a card of freedom and also a card of prosperity. So I think it's a very great card from the point of view of getting the whatever you deserve. So it's a great card if you have your own business. It's indicating that it gives you the freedom you want and the stable finances as well. But also, even if you are employed, what this card is telling us that you are getting whatever you deserve. So for example, it can be connected to a promotion as well, of some sort, where you're getting an upgrade of some sort. Now, if you kind of look at it from a relationship perspective, the Nine of Pentacles kind of says that you're actually enjoying your freedom if you're single, and you're very picky, so you're not necessarily looking to settle down. And also, it's an interesting card, because if you're in a relationship, it actually says that it's a mature relationship, and you are kind of enjoying whatever the relationship gives you, and your partner is giving you all the freedom that you need. Now, some of you might be thinking about retiring, or you might be going through that process of retiring, but there might be here some legal case attached to it as well. So yeah, that's potential as well. Now the next card in your reading is the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups, it's a court card. It can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This Knight brings some kind of an update, a news, something like an offer from the heart. So this can be for some of you an invitation to go out on a date or move in with each other. Can be connected to marriage offer, or engagement. But also it can be connected to your dreams, creativity as well. Can be a job offer, or maybe some kind of an offer from a legal perspective. Like, if you've been kind of going through some legal battles, there might be here some kind of an offer that you need to take into consideration. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you push those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comment section. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And please put in some positive affirmations as well. That, for example, I attract wealth and prosperity, or I enjoy my freedom, or I let go of the negative thoughts that are not letting me see things. But anyway, let's continue. We do have here for you the Ten of Wands, which indicates an end of a difficult cycle. All the tens indicate an end of a cycle, and this is, you can see that she is carrying a lot of burdens. Something that started with a lot of excitement, but now it became a burden for her. So this can be some of you just feeling overwhelmed, working a lot day and night, and you need to think about how you can ease on the load you're carrying. Are you able to get some help? Are you able to take a rest? But also try to think about how can you get rid of the emotional baggage that you might be carrying with you. And also with the Ten of Wands, you're very close to letting go of something that was long, something that was really wear you down, because that little white thing is her home, that she's going to be able to get home pretty soon. Maybe there's something around the home as well, as we kind of said, especially when you kind of look at that Nine of Pentacles and that home analogy. Now you also have here the Five of Swords. Well, the Five of Swords is a card of competition and conflict, but to the nastiest. Because here there's no collaboration, no communication, and everybody wants to have their own way. And they're really fighting for it no matter what. Some people are losing, some people are winning, but even the winner is paying a very, very high price for it. So what this card is really encouraging you to think about whether it is worth to win at all cost, or whether you should take that offer, whatever is being offered for you. Right, especially when you kind of looked at legal theme, you need to evaluate that how long you're going to be wanting to fight for something. What's going to be the legal fees that are attached to it, or what is the emotional cost, the emotional burden that you're carrying with it. Right? That's what kind of the message of the Five of Swords, that it's time to collaborate, it's time to communicate, because yes, somebody might win. It's going to be a very, very expensive one, let me put it this way. And the last card we have here for you is the Ace of Swords, which is a card of victory, celebration, a new chapter that's mentally very stimulating, but also can be connected to clarity, truth coming out, or even can be connected to a great conversation where you're able to clarify things. And of course, it can be a contract, so maybe there's some kind of an agreement or a contract that's being reached that brings the clarity that you need. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we do have here for you the Temperance card, which kind of says that you have everything you need in order to achieve whatever you want. And And also this card is telling you to stay calm, cool, calm, collected. Don't get into anything crazy, because slow and steady wins the race. So what this means is that just take it one day at a time, be very patient, and that patience is going to bring you some kind of a result. So don't get into anything crazy. Now from this deck we have here for you the quick return. Efforts are rewarded, temp work, fast pace, physical, loan, interest, commission. So obviously it brings some kind of a quick return. So it can be that, again, something being offered. It can be that some of you are finding a job fast. It can be that there's a quick agreement as well. Some of you might be getting some temp work. But also like maybe finding somebody fast. But the rabbit is all about multiplication, multiplying your wealth, right? So it can be very good sign that you're going to be able to multiply whatever you have. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.